I'm live. Wow. Hi, everybody. It's Ann Kimbrough. Welcome to Writer's Right, where I am on the road again for a travel edition of Writer's Right. But wherever I am, we have to get our writing in, correct? Of course we do. So where in the world am I today? I'm in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yep, we're up here for an Ironman competition. Oh, that was almost like a boob flash. Sorry. But my husband's doing an Ironman. So go, Mike. But that's not today. Today is Writer's Right. Hey, Sergio. Good morning. How are you? And, oh, Allie. Let's see. Why won't, oh, Allie. Hi. How are you guys? Can you hear me okay? Is this all working? I don't have my regular place, but this is the hotel room. Let's see. I'll give you a quick, it's just a hotel room. Beds. Oh, that window's too bright. Places to sit and watch. This is actually a suite, so there's a whole like kitchen. Can you see that? Back there. Anyway, hope that didn't make you dizzy. Spinning around. Okay. I thought that this lovely artwork, their keys, might look good. It said I posted it 20 minutes ago. Weird. I guess I started setting it up 20 minutes ago, but it's working, right? You can hear me? I guess I could check it real quick myself on YouTube. But can you hear the background music? Hey, thanks. Yeah, it's good. It'll be good. So when you do an Ironman competition the night before, Ironmen all like to have pasta because of the carbs for the race the next day. And these are usually in very small. This is a quaint, adorable sort of, I guess it's a ski town. And of course, this time of year, they have this beautiful lake. And so there's a lot of people, and the Ironmen come and take it over. And it's really hard to get a pasta dinner the night before the race. So we always find a hotel like this that has a little kitchen so we can make our own pasta meal. So that's why we're here. Now it says I'm live, not live. Well, I'm assuming you can hear me because you're responding to me and not telling me you can't hear me. That's too funny. Hey, Tim Bowman, how are you? Cool. Hey guys, check out that Andrew's new book is live, but his old book is on special right now. Dead Mage Walking, Dead Mage Walking, and there is a link if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it until the broadcast ends, but there is a link, but it's basically his Amazon page. Andrew Kane, Dead Mage Walking. Check it out because it's free, and that will launch his second book, so you can just read the whole series. Fantasy, urban fantasy, and paranormal. Wow. Boffman. Didn't I say it? What did I say? I said Bauman. I might get it right eventually. Boffman. Is that like commonly pronounced that way? So you can hear me fine. I haven't had coffee yet. Downstairs the coffee wasn't that great. So I'm drinking leftover huckleberry lemonade. Huckleberry's kind of big in this area. It's really good. All right. I'm going to see if I can leave this music on and also, do a timer. Some kind of timer to get us going. I know I have a timer on the phone. Yeah, I do. I found it. Okay. 25 minutes is on the clock. Tim, I hope you can play along with us. Can you see it? It's so bright in here. All right. On your mark, get set. Right. I'm going to have to give you the updates. But your 25 minutes has begun, and my music stopped, but I'll turn it back on. Oh, wait, you're telling me stuff. It's Australian. Do you have an Australian accent all this time? Oh. Boffman. I wrote down Bowman. That's why I started saying that. But that's what I was always saying, wasn't it? The Americans say it wrong. Yeah, I would see. I think I would normally say Bauman because Americans are phonetically challenged. They just have to do it how it looks. Boff, boff, boff. Why did I write it down wrong when you told me? All right, if I get it wrong a third time, you get a prize. I don't know what it is yet, but you get a prize. Yes, thank you. I'll pass on to Mike your good wishes. Yes, he's in great shape. I don't know. So it's a long race, you know. It's a bike, a swim, a run, and the run, of course, is a full marathon. And don't ask me the numbers because I blank them out. I'm as bad with the numbers of how long each segment is as I am saying Boffman. But I will tell you that it's probably on the shirt. Oh, it is on the shirt. It's a 2.4 mile swim. It's a 112-mile bike ride. And it's a 26.2 mile run, which is a full marathon. Oh. And if he can do it in 10 and a half hours, he'd be really happy. But because of several factors, one being that it's predicted to be 95 degrees or higher come Sunday, which is really hot for a marathon. So, and of course it's going to be that by the marathon's the last part. So by the time the marathon comes, it's going to be really hot, and it could be 99. Anyway, that's going to really slow down all the numbers for everyone. So he's hoping he could at least do 11 hours. Can you imagine? I can't sit for 11 hours. So my job is that I go find him on the race course, because you can kind of track him. There are checkpoints that it comes up online, and just be there to go, yay! And he just zooms by. And then I go and eat and relax somewhere where it's nice and cool or fun. And then I go back to find him on the racetrack. That's my day. It's a long day. 11 hours-ish. Anyway, what are you guys writing today? Let me know. I am going to write the old-fashioned way, because I think this computer's doing enough just streaming. Pen and paper. Outlines. I'm working on outlines. I did a lot of reading and working on my screenplay driving here. Oh, it was so fun to drive and get out and see little fun towns. We stopped at the Idaho Potato Museum. The French fries were really good there. I'm digging the music today. Can you hear it? I would check it out, but if I checked it out, you wouldn't be able to hear the music. Andrew, checking in. I just told everyone about your Dead Mage Walking deal, and I put the link in the description. I don't know if it'll show up now, but I'll double check to make certain it shows up when this posts to YouTube. From Maine. Yes. I told them, Andrew, get the book for sure, everybody. And share it. If you feel free to share that link so everyone could get a free book. And the new book. You should get them both at the same time. So it's almost like half price. They're each half price. Think of it that way. Yeah, Andrew's setting up for that book fair. I hope you have a lot of sales from that, or just get the word out. Alrighty. Let's see. I can tell you how much time we have left. Can I tell you? We still have 20 minutes of this first writing sprint. Is anybody writing today? Get your writing on. I am outlining. Oh, what happened to that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't think the link, Allie, I don't think the link will post until this is done broadcasting. I put it in the description, but I wasn't sure. Let's see. I might still have it here on my computer. Oh, here it is. All right. I don't know if you can click on that, but if you can copy, oh, that's weird. It's so long. You know what? Yeah, it's true. Amazon, Dead Mage Walking by Andrew Kane, right there. Follow what Tim says, and that will definitely take you to where you can get the book free on Amazon. But that's weird. The link is really, you gotta create, here, let me see. I can go to tiny URLs and create one. But it is in the description after this post too, if you're lazy. Let's see. All right, let me shorten it. Tim, you should make a short, or not Tim. Let's see, I'll call it Dead Mate, DWM, no, DMW1, Dead Mage Walking 1. No, oh, it has to be at least 5 characters? That's what I, okay, let me maybe make a dash. Can a dash work? No, it's just not available. That worked. Okay. Find where I'm at again. Let's see if this works. I'm going to test it before I copy. Fingers crossed. It worked. Okay. So find where I'm at. I made a link. Here's a shortened link. Dead Mage Walking 1. That's book 1. Andrew, you may use it forever. Although I think you already have one. Just do Andrew a favor and download it, because that matters. Even if you've already had it, can you download it again? Let me see. I'm going to. Oh, I can't delete that one I did before. You got book 1. Cool. Thanks, Allie. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Put it up there. All right, 15 minutes left in our first writing sprint. Who's writing? Who's getting their page count up? Not me. Let's see. What can I write? So many things. Why are your shoulders sore? What have you been doing? Well, you know, you do have a little kid, and kiddos are heavy. Have you been picking her up? I remember the point where I was like, honey, mommy can't carry you around as much anymore. And you'd have to start just kneeling down to their level. Is it that? Or have you been doing push-ups? Have you been bad and people say drop and give me 60? It's the bra straps. That could do it. That could do it. Oh my gosh, you're funny. But sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at you being in pain. Well, just a little, but no, I'm just. Oh my gosh. Oh, I found a couple of books that are going to be like another book so these books are, do you see, like I used the $3 bills. Is that what I have? I've used $3 bills as a bookmark. You know, what do you got? So these are books that I have this paranormal cozy mystery, and I'm gonna follow these covers. So I have a cover that looks very much like these to follow this brand. So I'm reading these just to sort of, you know, do my research. I've only started obviously this one. It's interesting, but it's like for a paranormal, they are like spot on. We're dealing with witches, or this one, what's cool about it, do you watch the British Bake Off show? So it's basically that kind of show. It's almost like what are they called? The Great Witches Baking Show. So it's an homage to that. Like the characters for the show are very much like the real characters. I'm not sure how they got away with doing that, but I mean, the names are changed. And they're all witches, and they're trying to hide the fact that they're witches running this baking show. So it's right in your face, and my book isn't like that. So I'm like, do I have to have someone be like a witch or a vampire or a werewolf or something right off the bat? I might have to, because so these two books are hugely popular, and they both have a lot of books in the series. So, they're the goal. I want to be like them when I grow up. So that's why I want to read both of them, and then sort of glean some information from that about what has to be in mine. What's grave mistake? Oh, the other one is just, so I haven't started this one yet, but I'm sure she's a hedge witch. What's that? So this one might be a little more romantic-y than mystery. But so basically somebody evil wants her to join his side, it sounds like. So she's a witch, whatever hedge witch is, and there's a sorcerer that's trying to control everything, and she just wants to be free to do her witchy stuff. But somebody obviously dies. So it is. A body turns up on tribal lands. People are investigating, and I guess she's, to get rid of her, she might be set up to be the bad guy in some murder. So she has to clear her name, which is, a great way to start a mystery. My husband is always off running at this time of day, and that's where he is right now. I mean, the race is on Sunday, and he's out doing a little bit of everything. Actually, he's going to bike. He's going to try to go do the course and have a little. This is like a little valley, obviously, of mountains with this beautiful lake in the middle. So I know that the race course, especially the bike part, does have some serious hills to go. And living in Las Vegas, we don't have that many hills to practice on. Anyway, I don't expect to see him till later, much later. So sorry, he's not part of the writing biz. You won't be able to see him, Serge. Let's see. Do I have a picture? I could show you a picture of us, as we had many photo ops along the way. Let me find one. Oh, we found this great coffee shop. I'm like, oh, I wish there's like, I should have gone out to get myself coffee today. Let's see. Oh, here we were at, let's see, I've pulled it up. We were at, where was this? Idaho Falls. There's my husband. Can you see him? Mike. That was pretty. It's just little falls. Oh, here, look what's outside of the Potato Museum. And there's potato history. I now have all this potato history in my head. There are these cute little towns all the way along. So anyway, hopefully there he is. Mike was on the show, just not live. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. We have 7.5 minutes left of this writing sprint for those playing along at home. A gothic witchy coffee shop? Oh my gosh, Allie, you have to take a picture of the outside and send it to me. I love coffee shops. So this one we found, what town? Were we in Pocatello? No, it might have been. I can't remember. We stopped it just off the road, and it was a far bigger city than I had it for a minute where we were. Anyway, it was called Cafe Dolce. Cafe Caramel, is that what that means? And it was adorable, and they made all their own fresh pastries right there. So there was this mini ginger tart or something, and then there was a brioche filled with Nutella. We had both. Really good stuff. Oh, okay, I'll find you. I think we're friends on Insta, aren't we? Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, you've seen him on Facebook. So why do you want to see him live? There's nothing. He would just pop in. He wouldn't talk to anybody. He's camera shy. Gotta hydrate. I don't know about you guys, but hotel rooms to me are way too hot. And if you up the AC, even one, then you're gonna freeze to death. And then when it's off, you're gonna be like in a sauna. I don't get it. I can't. So this is our third hotel room already. Third. Let's see. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so this is our third hotel room. They're all the same in that respect. Outside of that, this room is much nicer. Let's see. Last night where we were was probably the nicest. The first one, oh no, the first one was in Layton, Utah at a Fairfield Inn, by Marriott. It was an old Fairfield, and it was very, very basic. Because I've been to newer Fairfield Inns, and they're quite nice. But this one was really basic. The people were really nice, and luckily we were only there one night. It was kind of the hotel where you're like, okay, I'm just here. It was clean, and that's really all that matters. But it was very dark. We used points. We still oddly had some points left over. It was a miracle. So I don't know if it's technically a free room, although you pay a lot for those points in the long run. It's not that free. But anyway, I feel like because it was a free room, they gave us like the darkest room known to man, because outside the window there were these very high bushes. and it was as close as you could get to the freeway, which was pretty close. The freeway was right there, which was good for driving, but all night long, I thought it would turn into like a sound of like an ocean sound, but no. There's a lot of trucks on that I-15, and you could hear them. I really felt beat up when I woke up. Plus the fact that there's that whole, you're really cold and then you're really hot. But outside of that, how did you like the play, Mrs. Lincoln? No, I just. But outside of that, I love traveling. It's fun to complain about some things. Sorry. I forgot all this stuff. I haven't traveled in forever. Ah. You just spammed my Insta? What does that mean? Well, yeah, if you could do that, you can definitely, you see me, the fam, they pop up quite a bit. Instagram is where I put my personal stuff more than anywhere else online. On Facebook, I consider Facebook my business. You know, is about my writing. So that's different. I don't post too many personal pictures. Unless they refer to a holiday to say cheers to everybody, or if somehow it relates to I'm writing. So here's my family while I'm writing. This is my writing location for the day. I've done that. Cool. It snows in Las Vegas. It does. Every few years it snows. And sometimes it only snows in the more northerly, westerly parts because they're higher part of the cities, because Vegas is kind of a big bowl also, but it's just a big wide bowl. But if you look at it, it's surrounded by mountains, more the top part or sides. But anyway, as you go up to what is the bowl, the elevation is a little bit better, and sometimes you'll just get snow those areas and the mountains. But every now and then, it covers the whole freaking city, and it's amazing. Nobody can drive and it's no snow. I mean, people live in snow. It's no snow at all. But of course, you know how it is when you have oily roads and you get some snow on them. But the good news is it lasts for on the ground, it lasts for like a half hour. It just melts so fast. But we go out. We've made snowmen, believe it or not. You see my snowman pictures, haven't you? More than once. So I would say, how long have we lived there? Well, since my son has been born, and he's 20-something, very young 20-something, 20. Anyway, we've made 3 snowmen at least. 1, 2, oh no, 4. 4. Yeah, 4 snowmen. So that's 4 seasons where it snowed enough to make snowmen. And then I would say outside of that, there were probably, our time is almost up. Outside of that, maybe, every couple years, there's snow that just dusts. Can you see that? It's so hard to get it. Oh, there, now. I just needed, I don't know if this will, it will make a sound. I don't have my coffee to make. I feel so naked without my coffee. Probably naked's not the right term, but I just feel like I'm missing something. But I've been really good. I've had great coffee every day on the trip. Like later in the day, I don't want to drink a bunch of coffee and then have to go sit in a car because I'd be like, pull over. So I've waited till the end of the day to, in the afternoon when we get somewhere, I'm like, I gotta do it. Oh, all right. That's our first 25-minute sprint. Woohoo! Did anybody write anything? I feel like we just come and chat now. It's like, didn't Serge say writers talk, writers chat? It's not writers write. Well, we're going to make something happen. The second sprint. How about that? Yep. I don't have anything to do in the break now because I can't make my coffee over here. Nope. So I will have to go find a cute coffee shop. That is a fun little mission. And I need to go find a grocery store to buy a few supplies to make pasta tomorrow night. Aw, thanks, Allie. I love chatting with you too. I will go look at your pics. I just not right now because I can't. I don't think I can go to a different program. The YouTube will stop, and then you won't get music. I'm at the max of my technical ability right now. All right, because I've got the timer available. I can see my timer. I can hear the music. Not sure you can hear it, and I've got this streaming. It's all working. I've just probably jinxed it. No. Yeah, and I will still be on the road Monday. Excuse me. Huckleberry lemonade. Huckleberry. It's good. I don't know what huckleberry is. What is huckleberry? Does it look like a blueberry? They grow it around here. On the way back, I've got to buy some huckleberry jam. Anyway, I've had a huckleberry milkshake. Very good. And of course, the lemonade. I've had 2 different places that make that. It's really good. All right, let's do it. At least we're going to go through the motions of doing it. 25 more minutes is on the clock. On your mark, get set, right. Do, 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 do. It's happening. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Yay. Okay, I've got to outline this scene from my movie. I've been having fits with it. So I'm gonna outline it. That's my goal for this period. What's your goal? Huckleberry is a name used in North America. All right. I can't even pronounce those. If I can't say Boffman, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of those 3 names you put up there. But thank you. It's the state fruit of Idaho. Ah, look at you, all Googling. The Google Queen. They're round and blue, so they do look like a blueberry-ish. Cool. Thank you. You saved me. Yeah, what I should definitely write is a list of what I need to get at the grocery store. I don't need to get that much, but we need water. This is not adding to my word count, my grocery store list. All right. So they have a free breakfast here. So I went down. It was just okay. They like kind of bragged about it when we checked in. I'm like, yeah, I might want to pick up some breakfast stuff. And I can make Keurig coffee here, but I hate to use a coffee machine at a hotel because I'm like, you don't know what people put in stuff, and people could be evil. And just my writer's mind won't let me do it. Plus, I'd rather go out and buy it from a really nice coffee shop. Oh my gosh. How do you accidentally make her that? I think it's good that she's the main suspect. I think Serge, that's a good point. Well, I know that always coming here does if I don't do my writing when I'm with you guys, as soon as I leave, I feel invigorated and like, hey, I just hung out with some cool writers. I need to go write. So it does spur me on. And of course, right now, since I'm traveling, I'm not really writing anything. I did a whole, I read somebody's work and did feedback. We should talk about feedback. Feedback is an interesting thing. By the way, I am a very tough critiquer, so please don't ask me to critique your work because you won't like it. And when I was doing this, I had forgotten that this is someone I kind of owed. I owed them to do feedback, which is fine, which is good. I love swapping feedback, but I did not warn them what a tough critiquer I am. I'm really brutal because I know my craft really well. And if somebody sends me something that's they probably shouldn't have sent me yet, if they sent me too early, I am tough. And I forgot about that because I haven't done it in a while for someone that I've never done it before. I have certain screenwriters that we swap stuff all the time. So their work, they know to send it to me. And just like the same, I know my good friend Nicole Jones-Dion once said, friends do not let friends read first drafts. Keep that in mind. It should be like super polished to send it to anybody. Really. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you could read your work and know that there's stuff in there that you'd see that you would fix, you should never send it to somebody. And what I was sent was stuff that they could have fixed. A lot of stuff in there they could have fixed before they sent it to me. So I don't know what happened there. But I don't know. It did deflate me a bit about ever accepting anybody's stuff anymore if I don't know how they write. Because there was a time when I would swap with anybody because I wanted to get feedback, and it just became really hard because some stuff people will send you stuff that is so not ready for anyone to read, and it just wastes your time and basically their time because you're just gonna, most people won't be as brutally honest as I am, and they will just give you stuff that you could have fixed. So how is that beneficial to them or to you? So anyway. I'm on my soapbox today about making certain that you send very polished material out to anybody, even if it's your mother's hairdresser. You send them the best pages you can. Thank you. This is the end of Anne's public service announcement. Okay, let's see. What do you got going on here, Allie? Oh. I like a knife thrower. She was a knife thrower's assistant. I'm assuming there was only one. Oh, she threw it at the cop just for fun? I feel like your story is very fun. It has a lot of cool action. I would definitely like to read it when it's completely polished. And I can buy it in the store, online at Amazon. Huckleberry. I challenge all of you to find a way to put Huckleberry in whatever you're writing. Just joking. You could call someone a Huckleberry. Isn't that like a thing? Huckleberry Finn. That's where they got that. But he was not from Idaho. That story wasn't based in Idaho. So they must have Huckleberry in other parts of the world. I thought it'd be like elderberry would be more back east, right? No. All right. Oh, maybe bread? No. My grocery list turned out to be quite short. All right, I have a starting point in my scene. I don't have an end point. That's a good one. Where does it end? Where could it end? You think I know? It's just one scene. She threw a knife at his groin? Allie. Every time you make that Loch Ness monster joke, I mean, did you see Twilight? That's from that. Well, if you saw the movie, it was in the last one. Yeah, it was in the last movie, the fourth. Oh. Why can't she be a suspect? You have enough suspects, I guess? Or do you mind that you accidentally made her a suspect? Now you're like all for it. That could be one of those good accidents. Yeah, you do want your main character to be like sometimes invested into the mystery. In my Thick Girl series, that's how I started it off, because I figured she's an amateur. You know, obviously, when pretty much all cozy mysteries, the main character is an amateur, becomes a sleuth in a very natural way. So in mine, the first guy that died was in her spin class, and she's a fitness instructor. So she was under suspicion. And so then you have to clear your name, or, you know, no one's going to hire you. So to me, that was how she just naturally got into it. And then, of course, she likes it. So every time there's some mystery around, she wants to help solve it. And so now that's her thing. Yeah, I do like it. Nope, you have none. None. No elderberries or huckleberries. I don't remember what nope. I was asking you. I do also like it when characters do things that you weren't planning on, and it opens up the story. That's good. You have to be open to that. That's where some of the golden nuggets come from, right? All right. For those of you playing along at home, we are just under 15 minutes left of our first writing sprint. So we're at the halfway point. Well, ish. Technically, if you do math, it's probably not exactly the right halfway point, but we'll just say it is. Allie's our mathematician, right? What's the halfway point of 25? 12 and a half? Yeah. So we're almost there. Where can the scene go? I did it though, Allie. I have 25 in my brain. Go figure. I'm hot. I'm on today. Watch out, Matt. That's too funny. Okay. I just really have nothing to write. I mean, I know what I have to write. And on the whole trip, I was like reviewing what had already been written in our script, which I needed to because my partner had done some changes. So they were really good. And then I was reviewing the friends' pages. But that was only like 32 pages. But that took a few days because there were a lot of comments. I haven't heard back from her. She'll probably be mad at me, but I've retained my my title of toughest critiquer. But, you know, my feeling is with critiques, if somebody gives you really constructive criticism, but it's quite harsh, well, if basically it's so much that what you glean from that is the fact that you need to go back to the drawing board, or you need a lot more work put in when you probably thought you were close to being done. You know, that's really hard for any writer. It's hard for me when I get critiques like that. And my feeling is that you need to be upset about it, but then you need to look at it and say, this person was probably trying to help me. In my case, my feeling is if someone gives me something to read and I just sort of say, hey, good job, way to go. Yeah, you got a few things, but, you know, keep working on it. If I said that to somebody, and that means that I don't respect them as a writer. It really does. And the thing is, you never know what kind of writer someone is. To me, a professional writer can take feedback. And even if it's very to the point, and I hate to call it harsh, because sometimes it's not like that this feedback wasn't necessary or needed. And in our lives, we've all gotten feedback like that, where somebody has luckily been honest enough with you to say, this isn't right, and maybe give you suggestions how to change it. Maybe they don't. But Either way, if you're a good writer, if you're a professional writer, I should say, you will take that to heart and figure out how you can make it work for you. Sometimes not all feedback can help you because, well, for one thing, you're way too close to something. But I do feel like every kind of feedback you get is pointing at something that's wrong in your story. And it might not necessarily be the thing that they're commenting on, but since you know your whole story, you can say, oh, they're saying that because I failed to do XYZ, whatever it is. You could say, I've obviously not set something up right enough for this part that they're commenting on to make sense. So I think as writers, authors, screenwriters, whatever kind of writing you do, you have to be able to stand back and analyze feedback and don't kill the messenger, because most people in that situation will not be that honest with you. And that means in the long run, they're setting you up for failure. Because if you go on your merry way and think, oh, I've just written something beautiful, it's perfect, it's ready to send out, and you send that out when it's full of stuff that is cringeworthy, or is full of stuff that any professional, like if you were trying to publish it, get it represented in some way, or produce it, anyone read that and they would never want to read anything by you again. That's terrible. You cannot set people up for that kind of failure. So that's where I come from with my feedback. And I laugh about it because I realized, actually, when I was typing it up, I kept telling my husband, oh my gosh, this is a lot of feedback, far more than I thought I would have to give. And full well knowing that it could be really painful for the writer to get this. And I probably might never talk to them again because they'll be upset. They'll be so upset, they'll take it out on me and not fix their writing. And unfortunately, my feeling is I would rather set someone up to succeed and have them hate me for it than to really undermine them by saying, oh yeah, this is great, go ahead, good luck with that. To me, that's awful. Who is doing that? Is that your little kiddo, or is that your puppy, or is that you? Am I putting you to sleep? All right, we have 9 minutes left on the clock. All right, one thing I want to do is figure out where this scene could end. Anyway, I guess to finish up my little tirade on feedback is there are many times that over the years, that's you. Am I boring you? Oh, you're just sleepy. It's late where you are. That's okay. Go sleep. Didn't nap. Oh, I always find it so weird. I mean, obviously it's not weird. You're halfway around the world from where I am. And I'm getting further away from you every day. No, I'm done traveling. I'll only be traveling back closer to you. Is it closer? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's just weird to realize that it's the end of the day. It's tomorrow in some places. Not technically, but I mean, in their world, it's tomorrow. It's still now, right? Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those interesting things. Yes, Sergio, I hear you. Yeah, people. So Mike once had a friend who found out I was a writer, and he sent me something, and I sent him constructive criticism. And you know what? It wasn't even. Because it was someone I didn't know. I didn't know him. I actually I was nicer than I might have been, but I was still straight with him about what was wrong with this thing, and he was mad. He sent me back a really angry email, and I was like, well, okay. Do you want to improve your writing, or do you just want to be a hack? I didn't say that to him, but that's my point of view, is if you give somebody your material to read And all they come back with is, oh, this is wonderful. How does that serve you? Why would you even give that? I mean, it doesn't serve me if somebody reads my material and tells me it's wonderful. I mean, it's nice to filter in some, you know, I've been to Toastmasters. You should give some good with the bad. But if something's really bad, you can't just pat them on the head and say, go on and crash and burn. Have a good time with that. I cannot help you. I can't do that. So we'll see how they come back. To me, this is like one of those moments where I know that most people can't take criticism, but I have really great friends today because I read something of theirs. I gave them some very pointed feedback and they loved it. They thanked me and said, thank you so much. And to me, that's a sign of a really good writer. That's how you improve. I mean, that's what I try to be like, you know, but like you said, a lot of people won't. Oh, Diane, hi. Diane, you've been writing for a while. I'm talking about giving critiques and how that can be harsh. Can ruin friendships. Let's see. Yeah. Well, my feeling is if you don't want to actually have your work critiqued, you should never ask anybody to do it. I mean, what's the point? You're just setting yourself up to hate them if they're honest. Allie, you're funny. The Witches movie. You know, I didn't even want to watch that. The previews looked bad. So it's nice to hear it was because I've been tempted every now and then. It'll like pop up somewhere and I'm like, maybe I should try it. But no, I shouldn't. Yeah. It's sad how some things get made in Hollywood. Sergio. Yeah, if nothing's happened by page 15, something's wrong. Yes, Diane, and that's my point too, is that you don't have to agree with everyone's note, but sometimes you might not agree with the note, but it does pinpoint where something's wrong in your story. You might have to be the one that figures out what's really wrong. Sometimes critiquers can't tell you what's wrong. You know, I'm really good with structure. And of course, don't ever have me read your stuff for grammar. I mean, I can point stuff out, but like what I recently read, the tense changed throughout it. It changed. How can you send somebody something when the tense changes? I mean, to me, that means there was no way it was ready to send to anybody to read. So I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I mean, obviously, you may be pressed for time, but if you can't go through your whole 32 pages and change the tense to one way or the other, I mean, if there was a reason for the tense to be different, I did not see it. But there's no reason for the tense to change within a paragraph, that's for sure. Anyway, I digress. Well, it's good to hear that Anne Hathaway, I really like her as an actress. Did you see there's a new thing? What was it called? Solos? Or it's on Netflix and it's kind of like little short stories, all futuristic kind of thing. She's in that. And the very first one is her. It's really good. I think it's Solos, something like that. And it's basically her playing against herself. So it's fun. But it's Sergio. Anyway, I hope you guys, are you writing? Diane, how's your writing going? All right, 2 minutes left of this writing sprint. I still haven't figured the end of my scene. I'm outlining. This shouldn't be this hard. Okay, I'm just gonna brainstorm like 3 possible endings to this scene. And then we'll see if anyone gets close. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you have to write bad so you can write good. But you don't ask people to read it until it's good. Honestly, that is kind of my number one rule. Friends, do not let friends read first drafts or fifth drafts. Only polished drafts. Yeah, I feel really, really bad if somebody reads something of mine and they point out something I could have caught. Now, grammar's not my best. I have little grammar issues. So I often, when my books, I'm having people read them mostly to fix any grammar. But if they see something, you know, if there's typos, if the tense is wrong, those are things I should catch. I mean, I work hard to catch them. So I do feel bad when I miss them. But I know that is an eye issue. Eyes just read over stuff. But in the long run, I want people to get my grammar issues, but I want them to also find if I've just got a blind spot to something in the story, I really need to know that. Yeah, right? Yeah, wouldn't if the tense was totally wrong within a paragraph, that if it went back and forth, wouldn't that show up as at least a squiggly line? I don't know. I get you. Oh, well, that's good, Diane. You're making progress. Yeah, I write in Scrivener too. Oh, there it is. Our time is up. We did another sprint. Oh, I didn't even come up with 3 things. I'm going to have to keep working after we're done because I haven't done anything. But I've had a good time talking and venting. I feel like I vented. Well, guys, let's see. It's Friday. You got any good plans for the weekend? Anyway, I hope you do get out there, enjoy life a little bit as the world is opening more and more, and you get to experience things so you can then write about them. Correct? And be very creative. Thanks for joining me today where I'm on the road in Idaho. Idaho! It's a really pretty place. You should come sometime. All right, guys, take good care of you, and I'll see you on Monday, I hope.